Hello guys, how's it going? I'm back again today. Let's see if everything is correct. Okay, mix. Hey guys, alright, cool. Everything works. Perfect. I thought I had my video set on private, but it is live now and I can see already there are some people watching. Alright, so today we're gonna program together a timecode show to the new song of Excision, and I'm gonna play the whole track, and you can already see the cue list, how it's going to be triggered. I'm gonna put it in a better view. Or maybe I'll make a new view that only contains the cue list. Give me a second. Alright, that should do for now. Let's play back the song and then we can start programming.
I thought since the beginning it was you and me. What do I know? Where is our happy ending? What did it all mean? 'Cause now you're riding into the sunset. Must have checked 3-4 times, you didn't even look back. You said she's the reason you lived in your head. This is why you're leaving and treating me so bad. Planning for a future, but you're still in the past. I gave you so much time, time I can't get back. You gave up so easily. Promise you can't replace me. Oh, you promised me forever, then you crumbled under pressure. I guess you're too blind to see. It's your fault. say you loved me. Weren't gonna tell me nothing. You texted in a message after I asked you questions, and that is how you left it. I'm never gonna forget it. A little too easy, a little too easy. Tell me you didn't want me, you didn't need me. You said she's the reason you lived in your head. This is why you're leaving and treating me so bad. Planning for a future, but you're still in the past. I gave you so much time, time I can't get back. You gave up so easily. Promise you can't replace me. Oh, you promised me forever, then you crumbled under pressure. I guess you're too blind to see. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault.
All right, so that's the whole song. So for the people that just tuned in, I'm gonna do some timecode programming to this stage. I'm gonna turn on the house lights in a bit. I'm gonna show you what we have. So we have a bunch of spikies, which people that don't know what spikies are, 360 fixtures. They can do infinite pan and tilt. Looks like that. Up. Pretty cute. Pretty cool. And then we have some LED beams. Over here. There are 96 in total. It's a bit of an overkill. Then we have Psych FX. I dimmed it down in Visivik a little bit to get performance up. Then we have some BMFLs. We have some LED force, LED pars on the floor, lighting up the truss. The P2, they are inside of the circles or hexagon. That's how I call them. We have some Q7. They are there to light up this massive rig. And we have some dimmers. That's about it. So let's dim down the house lights a little bit, and then we can have a look. If you hear a cat, that's the cat of my girlfriend. Cedric, round 2, here we go. Yes, second stream of today. For the people that weren't there on the last stream, I did a stream 3 hours ago, showing how I set up my show file with explaining and a few like that, and in Visivik to the stage of Capital 2018. So if you're interested in that, you can check that video out later. Jole, do you only use cues in playlist and no bumps? When it comes to timecode, I like to, or I never use stuff from my busking show file, because my busking show file can change all the time, because most of my sequences or cue lists, I can change like color in there or focus or position, so I'll never use that. I'll just create them by myself in screen 2 and 3. You can see over here I have a whole page where I can place some sequences, cue lists. Amia, spikies are the best. Yes, they are, if you have a bunch of them. Otherwise they don't make sense. And it's not a spiky, it's a super spiky, so it's the bigger version of the small ones. It almost I think it's bigger than a pointy, and it's pretty powerful. I've had them at Martin Garrix's last year at the Amsterdam Dance event, and we used a bunch of super spikies, and I think 300 spikies. That was a big ass show. Yeah, that's why I call them spikies with an S. That is true. You need a shitload of them. Alright, so let's start off with programming. So the way we're gonna do it today is I'm gonna program some stuff or play back a little bit of the song for the next few cues that I'm going to do, and if any one of you in the chat has some ideas on what to do, I'm open up for that, and I can program it and we check it out if it fits the music. And let's just make it a interactive thingy. Well, okay, cool. Was gonna try this song myself eventually, but rather watch your instead now. I love when people use the same song as I do, and also if they use the same stage, which probably never happened. But I like to see the different, I don't know if it's opinion or the different mindsets of people, how they program. That's pretty cool, because whatever I program could look completely different from someone else's show or timecode show, and that's what makes it fun, because everyone has their own mind. And are those circles fixed or movable? Nope, they are fixed. They are all connected together. Maybe I can highlight them. As you can see on the sides, you have trusses connecting those hexagons. It's not really a circle. It's 8 corners with, I think, it's a corner piece, then it's a T piece, then it's a corner piece, and then a T piece, blah blah blah, and then it's truss, I think 4 meters connecting the next hexagon, and there you have access. And you could make the whole thing movable, but in the venue I build it in, as you can see. Put up the pull them up. As you can see, it's a pretty small venue. It's the Design Center in Linz. Whoever knows it knows it's not the highest, and it's going down on the side, so you could only move them towards the center, but not to the outside. And there's a huge ass pre-rig connected to it, so rather not move it. I have other moving stages in that venue. Alright, so let's jump in and have a look what we're gonna do for the first cues. So let's listen to the first 7 cues.
It was you and me. What do I know? Where is our happy ending? What did it all mean?
So the only thing I marked
'Cause now you're right.
were the piano strokes. So on the first piano stroke I want to do an effect that lasts till
You said she's the
now, and then I want to change it up a little bit, and on the piano I want to
This is why you're
maybe light up something and fade up the dimmer and then fade it out again. So let's just create something. Vincent, hello, are you thinking about switching to MA3 mode soon? Or will you keep using MA2 mode with MA3 consoles for a while? The reason why I have an MA3 is because a friend of mine borrowed it to me over the weekend, and I'm not gonna move to MA3 mode anytime soon because I don't like it. And I mean, the hardware, the console, if you have it in mode 2, it's nice for program. It's a little bit, as long as you're comfortable with it and you did a few hours with it, you know where the keys are, then programming with an MA3 in mode 2 is pretty amazing. But operating it, I don't like it. I'm missing 4x buttons and I'm never gonna let that go. That really fucked me up. Cedric, will you add stuff on top of that cue list with other executors bumps later on, or is it literally everything for the song in that cue list? How I planned it out is, especially in the drop, I have these whoop whoop sounds. I have the first one marked in a cue, and then there are 4 following up sounds in the same distance or time. So I'm just gonna calculate the time in between the first whoop and the second whoop, and then I'm gonna create some cue lists with that. Saves me 3 cues, and why not do follow cues if you know the timings. Right, so let's start with figuring out what would look good. So for the piano strokes, I don't want to give away everything from the start, what the whole stage is. So maybe just light up the ceiling. So let's do that with those BMFLs. 9 degrees. Yeah. And then the other side. Whoop. Sides. I'm gonna go back to Q1. My first cue is always before the song starts, and that's there to move everything in place. So if I want to start off with a position on the first cue, you will see the movement. But if I don't want to see the movement, I'm going to store it in queue before. So let's just do that and update Q1. And then what we're going to do is create a dim effect. No, not an effect, just dim them on. Store it over here, dimmer off, and store it as a second queue. And let's open up the strobes. Go direct action, of course. What we need. If I go that queue, I wanted to open up the zoom a little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect. Q1, and then we off everything that shouldn't be. Nope, nope, nope. All right, and we're gonna put a fade. Try with 1 second, a trig time of 1 second, and mode release. And then we're also gonna make it, we're also gonna turn on tracking, and that way let's use the focus and give it a fade of feature a fade of 2 seconds, and then store Q1 merge. I'm obviously gonna, yeah, that looks chill. So let's go and add that over here. Oh, I selected another one. We use that. Maybe atelier snap percentage, move in black. Command bigger, and then we go take these and say go 201, which is the page, and my executor is 101. And now if we play back, we hopefully can see something.
I thought since the beginning it was you and me. What do I know? Where is our happy ending? What did it all mean? 'Cause now you're riding into the sunset. Must have checked 3-4 times. You didn't even.
I mean, what do you mean one by one?
You said she's the reason you lived in your head.
All right. So now let's add some in between. Maybe a small effect on the lap parts that isn't really doing. Not lap parts, yeah. How many do we have in one row? 18. Let's take an effect, low predefined sine No, not a sine. A ramp. Yeah. Let's see how that works. Yep. Now we're gonna make it 18. Right, so the first question and the most important one. Let's add a little bit of fade to that effect so it doesn't just snap on. 1 second, and then store it in Q1, Q2. So now let's slow it down a little bit more to 10 BPM. Let's go. Ryan, when the piano gets bigger sound wise, then maybe move them down. Yes, we can do a 1x1 downwards and make it like 4 Qs or 3 Qs, and every third fixture moves down. But I don't want to start off too big when there's just a normal piano. We can do that on the next one. Alright, so first question and most important question, what colors should we use? So obviously white isn't a color. So what 2 colors should we use for that Timecode show? I thought maybe magenta and blue. Okay, we're gonna make myself some food. I'll have the stream open in the background. What are you gonna eat? And what are you gonna make? It's like after the 8 piano intro parts, isn't it? Yes, it is. Blue or purple? Alright, yeah, well, almost the same. So let's give both of first cue. So should we put the BMFLs on the side? Should we put them in purple or in blue? The left parts I'm gonna put in blue is a little bit too dark. I'll have them in that color. And my BMFLs I'm gonna put in blue, or maybe violet again. Also, let's see how that works, how that looks to the sound of the music.
I thought since the beginning it was you and me. What do I know?
I'm gonna put the house lights completely off because I'm gonna do that. That was the wrong one. And I'm gonna give the left parts a little bit of power. Properties. Yeah, that looks great. Alright, so let's program the next thing for the other piano part. Where is it? There it is. And then Gonna say go 201.102. And gonna be a little bit of programming. Let's get some old presets. BMFLs. Up. Highlight. So dimmer position. No, not all BMFLs. Other side. So we need dimmer position, color, focus. So that is my. Let's call it. No, let's call it off. And then we have one that is going down, lighting up those thingies, and let's fade it. Let's fade it to a color. Why not? Color blue. That's gonna look dope. Hopefully. Color fade. 1 second. No, not link filter. What the fuck? Alright, so link feature. No, not link feature. So 1 second. And then position should be 2 seconds. And dimmer should be also 1 second. Focus also 1 second, and then we store it over here, which is, I'm not gonna label it because I'm gonna delete it anyways. The dimmer will have a fade of 1, the position will have a delay of 1 second, and the focus also will have a delay of 1. And then we update. Doesn't work. So merge that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create some groups. Let's make it symmetrical. A matrix, 3-part, highlight, next. That's our first group, second group, and that group. So we can store it down here. So first group goes to that, and then we store it. And it goes to off, and then we store second queue, and then that one goes to on, and then we store it, and then it goes to off, and then we store it, and then the next one goes on, we store it, and goes off, and we store it, and we're gonna label it a little bit. So off and on. Labeling is always, no, it's not, I never use it, but it's for the stream. So we take a trig time of 1 second, and then we have a look how it plays out. let's clear all first. Oh yeah. The color Resh. Why the fuck? Only dumb comments are coming from my friends. Right, let's delay the stuff really quick. Delay color here, here, and here by 1 second. And now that looks nice. So let's play it back and then we have a look. Up.
I thought since the beginning it was you and me. What do I know? Where is our happy ending? What did it all mean? 'Cause now you're riding into the sunset. Must have checked 3-4 times. You didn't even look back.
Right, now that
Said she's the reason you lived in your head. This is why you're leaving and treating me so bad. Planning for a future, but you're still in the past. I gave you so much time, time I can't get back. You gave up so easy.
alright, I missed one. So we have one more over here. Control and whoop. By the way, for the people that don't know, you can use Control C and Control V to copy paste stuff on grandMA on the console. Saves a lot of time copying stuff around. Alright, for the clap, let's fill it up with probably the blinders. So fuck, misclicked. Nope. Go up there. Go 201.103, and that's gonna be my clap. So what we're going to do is maybe make a free part. Let's see. Four lights. Any order? I think 8. Yep. Interlay 3 and then a line group 8. Does that work the way I want it to? No, it doesn't work the way I want it to, but it looks cool. So let's store these groups. Boom, boom, boom. Now what we're going to do is take that one at full. Store over here. At 0. Store. Create second queue, that one at full, store here, at 0, store here, next one full, store here, at 0, store here. Now we have, alright, that looks good. So now what we're gonna do is put a trig time on there of 0 seconds and a fade of 0.5 seconds maybe. And see. Oh, let's delay it a little bit by 0.2 seconds. Now let's just go with the music and see.
Gave you so much time, time I can't get back. You gave up so easily. Promise you can't replace me. Oh, you promised me forever, then you crumbled under pressure. I guess you're too blind to see. It's your fault.
All right. So let's take the cue list and put off over here to make sure the cue list is off as well. 201. Okay. And Gerald, please hardcore. No, it's dubstep, and please is not written with a C, it's written with an S. And let's give that a little bit of smaller delay. There is probably a little bit of a delay, or it looks like it's not synced to the music, but that's because of I'm using one laptop to use Reaper, grandMA, Streamlabs, VisiVig, so it's pretty much done. I think I'm going to do as soon as the clapping starts. Oh, there's something wrong. Yep, it's the wrong one. It's 101. 102. 2. And it's off. Perfect. Let's do some and virtual. Maybe next time. Let's use my BMFLs. And Connie, Slender is in the track. Oh, come on. I could use a do a fly out effect, but let's see how it looks. Because most of the time the fly out effects look pretty shit. Let's see how that works out. Wings of 2, blocks 0, take selection. That's a bit extreme. Let's put highlight off. Yeah, that will work. But let's just copy it and place it over here. Copy. No. I'm gonna use a tilt fly. Copy that one over here, and then check blocks, free part, nah, 0, wings 2, that looks doable. Let's take my BMFLs and store them in here, and then run the effect, and it looks good, but it's too fast, so let's just slow it down to 5. Oh, nice, man. So that will be stored exactly in the queue where I'm at. Clap 1. So let's replay. Kagas, I'm gonna explain you in a bit. And I'm probably gonna turn off the LED bars on the bottom. And now, so let's go back to clap 1. That one. Let's create a little bit of a help. Stomp it and make it a release. And then we also assign stomp and make it red. And now it's a nice stomp. Update. No. Clap 1. Stomp that one. Update. Clap 1. So now if we go that looks nice. Alright, Kagas. So what we have in this rig is a bunch of spikies. So these are 360 fixtures. It's pretty cool. Then we have some LED beam. We have some psych effects. We have some BMFLs. We have some LED pores on the floor to light up the trusses. Then we have some D2s inside of those hexagons. And then we have some Q7s lighting up the whole thingy. I use them as my strobes. And some dimmers, 4 lights. And yeah, let's play back and pause where we left off. Alright, let's put it here and see the fade down. There is almost a 2-second fade down. Kages, have you used the CLF Orion? No, I used the Poseidons. What do you mean the Auron? I used the CLF Poseidon on the first time they've been used live. That was on Fatality last year, together with JJ. Chat, got a question. What type of graphic cards do you use that looks amazing and fast? It doesn't really look that amazing and fast. It still struggles, but I'm using a 1080 RXT, I think, or GTX. I don't know. I'm not a computer guy. I have no knowledge at all. Alright, so the fade down has a 1.93 fade. So what we're going to do is fading, stomp, boom, everything's stomped, and we take the selection and fade the dimmer, fade 1.93, please, and update fade down. So now what happens is the effect keeps running. Did I use both or what? Boom. Dimmer. Fade 0. Fade down. And now the position should stay. But it doesn't. I need to put a delay in there. That's the thing. Effect delay 1.93 and update again, and now it slowly fades out, and then Kagas, it's basically a mega pointy, but 1/3 the cost. Yeah, no, CLF features are cheap, but very good. It's a nice company, and they make some pretty nice features as well. So let's not do all of them. Replace him up. Nah. That's black beams. Let's put them on -90 and on wide, and color presets violet as well. Oh, that looks sick. And we're gonna do it in the different direction. Let's park it over here and then go and open them and fade them back. Place them back up. Center and make it narrow. And change the color. Let's see how that turns out. Fade up. TechCraft setup is nice, sadly no HD. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the video of the Timecode show will be in full HD because my internet is not that great. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably, if I'll put it on a better resolution, probably gonna fuck up. So then let's see at that. And speed. Let's see what the speed of that track is. Speedmaster. Hopefully I can see it. Not sure. $160 BPM, I think. Yeah, 160. So let's just. Then love the multicam setup. Yeah, I love it too. Is it rental that use the purple pink lights? You mean the flight cases? Yeah, that's rental. Rental is also, I think, the manufacturer from the CLF. Because they have, I'm pretty sure they do it, but I don't know if that's secret information or not. So beat, let's make a snake effect maybe. Let beam. Oof. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have 12 of them. Effect, edit, pulls width, blocks of 12. 160. Let's see how it looks. Make it half speed, maybe. And also move them a bit, maybe. And narrow beam. And the lower beam bottom needs to be inverted. Yeah, that looks good. Beat. There you go. Not color yet. Presets, color blue. Let's do violet again. Beat. So let's see. I know what we can do. So on the beat, what we're going to do is take the left forces and go to my effects, edit. Now let's take a chase, change it. Come on, change it to that. Put minus 50. And the speed 160. Fire it. And groups 1. And white. Let's see. Huh? Why is it off now? Up. Let's. All. Effects. Beat. Update. There you go. Why is it gone? Is there anything that turns it off? Let's see. Sequence content. It's strange. Why does it turn off? Let's do it again. Voice. All right. Let's play it back. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we take that effect and oops, we edit it and make it chase. And also copy the other one and edit it and make it a chase as well, and groups of 0 and but half speed. Oh, that looks nice. Update it on faster. And then guess what? Copy that one, copy that one. Speed, double. Speed, double. That looks sick. Faster. and stomp, stomp, and at 0. Oh, this one's at 0. Update off. So let's see. Let's put a little bit of a fade on that one. 0.5. Yeah. Techcraft, move the upstage once up. What do you mean exactly? Let's see. Fit to music now. On the off, let's take them highlight. Yep. Position 90 and focus wide. That should go in off. Oh, that lags. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go back to where it starts. Let's put a little bit of a fade on the color. 0.5. Update. Beat. Yeah. So let's go. Matrix. Blocks of 12 and position. Minus 45 through minus 90, and the top one invert and beat. You mean like that? That looks pretty sick. Let's fan them out as well. Matrix align group 6 and no, not that one. Update beat. Give it a fade for the position. 1 second. Update beat. How does it look when we put the focus on top of highlight? Put it on normal. That looks good. So now, oh yeah. So top one goes blue as well. Update. Fade down. Yep. So now let's focus on, let's say 25. Okay, that's the way. 25 and update on faster, and then go one further and put it on narrow, and then update again for faster. So a little bit of a change. Ah, the fade is shit. That doesn't look right. Goes off. Let's just only fade the dimmer. Fade dimmer. Just go here. 0.5 and then it looks better. Let's see. And then we need something for the drum roll. Bum 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 bum. Sevens maybe. I'm pretty sure they're 8, and they are. So let's go and put a block of 4. Put it delay. Let's do some calculating. Zero point 6, 0.6, and then we have color 0.1 through 0.7. Color we're gonna put violet, and stop that. Damn. Drums. Update drums. That should that should do it. Let's move a little bit forward. All right. It looks like it's out of sync, but it is perfect. Let me watch in the console. Set up to let's make it big. Yep, that looks perfect. So we have We have a Q. I wanna use the spikies for that. These will go off. Blocks 2 and then delay 0.1 through 0.6, now 0.3, and color 0 through 0.2. And in color we're gonna put white again and then update it and see if that does. Ah, I forgot. Dimmer at 0. Do not hue. So no, it didn't leave the dimmer in the delay. So blocks 2, delay 0.1, 0.3, update hue. Yeah. Yosef, love from Dubai, big fan. Hey, thanks, man. Didn't know that people from Dubai watch my stuff. That is cool to know. Alright, so let's see if that looks good. And what we're gonna do is do some cool shit with the spikies. And position facing each other. That one or that one. Let's take that one, store it over here, just the position faster, and on Q we're gonna use a matrix blocks of 16 and that position and dimmer, and then we say link all active and say 0 through 0.2, and then gonna update that and see how that looks. Damn. Kagas for 60 tilt and each circle flashes. I tried to keep flashing stuff as low as possible because in VisiVig it can't be processed that good, and then it looks pretty shit in the video. So that's why I don't use much strobes or strobing stuff. But for that one, let's just see how that turns out. Beam fast. Update it here on drums, and then let's watch with music and we'll see. Okay, now boom, boom, boom. What happens when we move them? 110. They also go 10. Bam, bam. How long is that? Let's see. Exactly half a second. So what we're gonna do is gonna take it from here. Say groups up block 16, and then put in a color as well. Blah, 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 violet. And 0 through 0.5. Yep. And that's that one. And the next one, but first of all, to make this look thick as fuck, so we're gonna put it on narrow, and then we're gonna watch it again. No, leave the strobes off. All right. Beam. No, not release. Remove. Update. And then boom. And then the next one goes pan to center. Bomb. Also from here, matrix block 16, 0.5. Store on here, create a second queue. Let's do something cool. Let's do something very cool. Matrix blocks 16. Color violet again, and put a delay 0 through 0.5, and then store Q 2.1 over here. Bomb. Let's make it. Nope. Assign. Tracking. Q1. That's Q2, and in Q2 it should go to white. Blocks 16. Color white, and delay 0 through 0.5. Update 2, and then edit that one and make it go after a 1/10 of a second, and then on that one queue list we're gonna say go 201.104. And to be extra sure, start Q1. So whatever, if it doesn't turn off, I'm gonna start neck here. So that one goes bam. Oh, I forgot to say trick 5. Let's watch again. Alright, so now just one more, and just let's do spikies. Select all of them. Let's do that, and then these ones we're gonna invert, and that goes as well with block 16. I'm gonna store that, and delay 0.5, and then store it here and say trig time, trig time 0.5, and then all we have to do later is an off key or an off cue. Oh, shit, that looks good. Alright, got some questions. KS, how long do you need for a full busking show file, big festival, and how long do you have in reality to program? Do you get a 3D file before to program? That's a really good question. In most the big festivals always have a 3D file before. I haven't done a pretty big show like you see now in 3D in real life. But I know how it's done, so the company or the festival, they already have a stage design or 3D design of that stage. They send it out to the lighting guys or to video, lights, sound. Everyone gets it that is involved, and then sometimes the companies of the festivals already also decide what fixtures are where, or sometimes it's the light operator that gives a little bit of recommendations what to use where. And then when you have everything, you get a patch list from the company that sets up the lighting. And then what you have to do is, if there is timecode like I do now, you probably have a meeting with the guys from the festivals, what they want, and you get all your tracks, and then you set up your Visivic or Depends or L8 or whatever software you use, and then you just operate to the way I do it now. And then you have, for example, let's say Climax, they have like 3 days where they sit in front of the stage where everything is already working and in place, and then they program stuff overnight. So they make sure laser is in laser makes sense with lights, so they match the colors, and whenever there is something where laser really wants to go crazy, the lightning guy just puts off all his stuff in the timecode. And that's about that's it for time coding. And for the busking show file, I just did a stream today earlier, and it takes me around 1 to 3 hours. It always depends on how focused I am, but after 3 hours I'm basically done and can start with operating, because I set up my show file to do everything quick. I know from the Climax operators, they take 1 or 1.5 or 2 days just for busking show file, and then they have like 6 or 7 days for programming the timecode shows. Amia, that looks awesome. Yes, I'm really surprised as well. Kages, I believe for really big festivals like EDC Tomorrowland, you get a programming slot in offline. I know for Tomorrowland, there's no one else allowed to operate because only the operator that does Tomorrowland is Leon Driesen. Only he is allowed to operate on the console together with a friend of him or a colleague, and they split like moving heads and scenic lights or whatever, moving heads and non-moving heads. And it is possible to get a show director or the actual operator of, let's say, Salvatore Ganacci. He can stand or be in contact with Leon, the actual operator, and tell him, all right, now stand by for green or whatever, or do that, or blah blah blah. But no one else touches the console at Tomorrowland. That's the same for for basically every hardstyle show. Only video guys probably change it up or are allowed to operate. I hope that answered your questions. And yeah, for some festivals, let's say Electric Love in Austria, it's possible for other operators to operate for their acts, and they have like they set up a container with Visivik and their 3D stage in there, and they are able to program in there. So they just go to the stage, plug in their USB stick, load in their show, and it's go time. Then, do you get a lot of touring LDs that come with the artist on these big shows? Most of the time on the big shows, it always depends on the production, but for the stuff that goes on in Belgium and in the Netherlands, it's always down to the people that are the main operators. Because yeah, there's so much to take care of, and if you're touring LD, there's so much thing you need to get in your head in just a small amount of time. That's just too much, and you can fuck up a lot, and that's the big issue. KS, what do you think? What's a good time for timecode programming for really complex shows? I need 1 hour per song, minute. What do you think? Always depends on how complex you make it. So the timecode show I did with the song from Justin Bieber and Skrillex, Where Are You Now? I think it's 4 minutes long, and it took me 20 hours because I did a lot of extra cues and extra blah 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 thingies. So that took really time. It also depends on how creative you are on that day, and it also depends on what song or what track you have, because if you have like something that is set up really epic, it's pretty easy to do nice timecode stuff like I do now with the dubstep song. Pretty easy to do delay sweeps, blah blah blah. Looks pretty good to that song. But yeah, some songs I have that I don't even want to touch, but it's necessary sometimes. Kaga, same with EDC. I have no clue about. I think EDC, yes, the same. I know that Dutch operators are operating there. It's Fabian and Kaspar. So I think they also do the whole show. Alright, let's go back to programming. Where did we left off? Alright, then we're gonna pom. Where's that? 4 drops, 1. So we have let's see. Ah, that looks nice. So let's go to 180. Kaga CJ, I guess that's Christian Jackson, did a show at EDC Mexico where He was the operator. Yeah, but not on the main stage. I don't think he is big enough to do the main stages over there. Well, he is big enough, but it's always done by Dutch people. They rule the world. So let's do the wonk, but we change it up a little bit and go from the backside and delay of 0.2. Store that, and then we go back to white. Let's say white, and we also go to focus wide. Let's rather not, that takes up too much for my graphic card. White, and dimmer is off. So we start with link feature 0.0 through 1. No, that's not the correct one. Gobo's position. It's, yeah. And for dimmer we use 0.1 through 0.3, and then we store it in the next queue, and then we edit the queue and put a release over here and edit. I don't need to edit that. I have it as a view over here and say we are over here, wonk. We need to have Q, what is it, 4? Q4, and over here we go Q5. Nope. Did something wrong. Come on, go back. Copy paste Q5, and that's the off. If we clear all, and we also want it off. Four drops. Let's see if that works out. So we only have dimmer stuff. 0 store. No, not store. Update. Drops. Let's see if that works out correct. And also make that one a higher priority. Huh? Now let's do something different. I takes it. No, we're gonna leave it on. Edit. Don't go release. So let's see. Please. Oh no. Dimmer. Remove. Update. 4 drop. Okay, now it should work. That. Let's see. Play correct. Alright, now it works. Perfect. So... Nope, that one. Alright. Let's see, I got some questions again. Yes, did you build that big show file? Is it possible to get the file? I can give you interesting files too. Yes, I built it myself in Visivik. It's my complete own design. Yeah, send me a message on Facebook. Let's see what you have to offer. Because it is a concept design of my own company, and yeah, maybe one day someone wants to buy it. I don't think so, but yeah, we never know. Kages, no, I don't think Christian Jackson did the main stage on EDC. It was a side stage, or maybe just for one slot with how's it called? I don't know. He does operating for a few DJs. Yes, how did you get a festival operator? Or do you mean how do you get a festival operator? Well, I basically started off with doing YouTube videos, uploading my timecode shows, and then showing to companies or like Q-Dance what I can do. And at some point they were like, alright, well, Q-Dance was like, alright, cool, you can have a small stage. So I got the Better Come You Need stage at the last Cubase in 2018. For me, it was a pretty big stage and show. It was like the third biggest stage there. And for my first show was at a farmer party in Austria. So that was pretty easy to first time see what happens when I do that and stuff, and figure out if my show file that I made in 3D also works in real life. And I found a lot of mistakes in my show file, which I fixed. But yeah, farmer parties are the best to figure out what is wrong with your show file. And yeah, then I met a friend of mine. He's called JJ, and he operates for Fede La Grande. He's a big EDM DJ from Holland, I guess. And I just started chatting with him, and we became friends, and he took me to some jobs and let me operate a bit. And also when he didn't feel like operating, he sent me, and that way I got some experience. I also messaged Pascal, which is the operator of the Q-Dance main stages like Climax, Defcon, blah blah blah. So I messaged him and asked him a few questions, and at some point I asked him if it's okay to come by and watch him set up his show file. And I learned a lot of stuff from him as well, which helped me be where I'm now. And yeah, it's basically just asking a lot of people questions, becoming friends with them, showing people that you're motivated and you have talent. And then at some point people just call you up if you're free to operate. I'm still not where I want to be, but that will come at some point. Chaos, Christian did the main stage for 1 egg. Yeah, that could be. Dan, That's the coolest story ever. I didn't even know what Q-Dance was until you put me on to it. It would be awesome just to have tickets to a Q-Dance show. Well, at some point when festivals are back, we're gonna go to a Q-Dance show. I told you that. So, be ready to amaze. Jolie, how long have you done MA? I started MA when I moved to Holland. That was in 2017, so 3 years ago. And I invested a lot of time in it. So, I store on. I don't want to store anything. I invested a lot of time, so there were weeks where I sat in front of my PC for 12 hours a day, every day, just figuring out stuff, watching tutorial videos, learning programming. Then at some point I had a bit of knowledge, and then I was like, well, at some point I want to showcase what I'm capable of. So I tried to rebuild the stage of Climax 2015 in MA3D. And it took me a week, but I made it, and then I started my first Timecode show, and then it kept going, and then I got Visivik. I got into Visivik, and I started building more and more Q-Dance stages, and then did Timecode shows to them, and then at some point I started to do my own designs. And yeah, now I have a bunch of videos that I can show to people, showing them what I'm capable of. My Timecode shows, I got a lot of chops through that. Because yeah, when you start operating and you don't have anything, and you tell, well, I can do a lot, or I'm good, how are they able to believe that you can do what you tell? But I can just show them videos, and these videos gave me a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunities as well. Cedric, I had a bit of knowledge on MA and found a pig saying don't tell anyone, just take half a year and dedicate it to shit you want to achieve, and with that shit, big started. Well, I know that operating or MA is a bit of a gray zone, telling your secrets. Showcasing them is fine, but telling exactly how you do stuff and tell the tricks that the big guys use, it's still a bit of a gray zone. But yeah, I don't care. I mean, at some point, people or the big operators, they can't work anymore, so the knowledge needs to be passed on. And I'm not afraid if I show people how I work or how my show file works or how it's built. They're not gonna take away my shows, because I'm still the one operating my show file and creating what I can create. I mean, you can, there's some people, oh wait, let me think. There, it's just people hire you for your creativity. You can, I could have like the show file of Christian Jackson. I couldn't do shit about it with it, but he can do some cool stuff. I can. And the other way around, he couldn't do much with my show file as well. So it's not your show file that gets you the job. It is your creativity and the way you operate. So yeah, I like showing people how to do stuff and do tutorials, and I also teach a few people in private lessons. But I always tell them it doesn't help you if I just send you my show file and then have fun. You're not gonna learn anything. You have to create it yourself. You have to understand it, how it works, or make your own thing. I mean, you can copy my whole show file, no worries. If you figure out how I do everything, you can put everything exactly in the place where I have it, but still, you don't understand the background or the what's happening behind the curtain in my show file. There's a lot of macros, commands, blah blah blah, and there's a lot that can be broken. And if that happens in a show, good luck figuring it out what it is. Cedric, it's the same with magic. Show off, but don't tell. I don't care. I tell people. I still have my secrets that I figured out that a lot of people don't know. I'll keep them as a secret, but most of what I learned from myself or figuring out myself, I'll just showcase, which isn't a big deal. Joel, very cool. Found you in some hardstyle group, hoping to be at your level someday. Well, I started 3 years ago, and I invested a lot of time, and everything is possible. It just takes a lot of time and effort, but you can also reach that level. I mean, I'm still far away from being Leon Driesen, the operator of Tomorrowland, or Pascal, because I'm missing the experience in live operating, because I had like 20 shows so far. But yeah, that will come, and then you can always go bigger and better. Cedric, and also operating is sometimes just not even half the job. Yeah, I mean, I can put my girlfriend in front of a console, tell her what the buttons are doing, and she could knock out a show. But yeah, it's not gonna be the full, or she's not gonna put out what the full capacity or what my show file is capable of. So that's why I use my show file and do the crazy thing it can do, and a lot of things are hidden and I have never talked about it, and they will stay hidden. Yeah, teach but don't tell the secrets. Fine. I'll keep my secrets. And I will teach as well. Alright, so let's play back where we left off. And alright, well, it's already almost 2 hours, so let's get us some questions and answer them, and then I will end the stream. I mean, we have 1 minute and 36 seconds of the track. I'm gonna clarify with my girlfriend if it's possible to leave the grandMA where it is now, because it's using a lot of space, and do another stream tomorrow before I return the console, or maybe get another day to have the console. But yeah, I'll make sure to subscribe, because I'm not able to post any links from my live streams in the next 20 days because Facebook is a cunt. But yeah, make sure to subscribe so you can see when I'm doing the next stream. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, so let's answer a few questions and then I'm gonna end the stream. Cedric, with that said, I'm waiting for the video of your girlfriend doing hardstyle show. Well, at when festivals are back, I'm gonna take her to some jobs and show her stuff she's interested in. She doesn't have the same level of interest in operating or doing something on grandMA, but I got her far enough to like start with basic show and program some cues. But yeah, maybe someday she will like it as much as I do. Can you show the exit page again of how many you have collected by now? Exec pages. I don't have that many. I have everything compressed pretty good. It looks like I have a lot of pages. Oh, where is it? Page executors. So my main is page 100, where I have all my busking stuff, and then 101, 102, and 110. 1, 3, and 4 is all for bumps, and 80 is for delay stuff, and the rest I don't use. And from page 200, it's all timecode stuff. So there's not much in my show file. It's all compressed together, leaving up as less space, or keeping as much space free as possible. Oh, no. Just compress everything together. It still doesn't look that full, but yeah. There's still some space for future stuff. I mean, your playback, the ones for the timecode. How do you mean, Cedric? Oh, the exit. Oh, yeah, I know. That one. Let me go over to big screen. That one. Nope, that one. Do you mean that one? Oh, you mean the playback? That one. So we have 43 cues programmed with a little bit of trick bumps. But yeah, there's one rule: you don't have to do much if the music doesn't do much. So that's why the first 30 cues are pretty easy. And we have in total 209 cues, and every cue that is labeled wah 4 or 4 drops or wah 4 or wah, these are cues that will trigger a cue list with 3 cues in it. So at the end there will be a lot of cues, and let's see what I have in my show. System monitor. Nope, that's not it. I think it's performance. No, it's also not. Desk status. Yeah, I have 1,657 cues, 337 playbacks. 2 playbacks are running. Not anymore. Now it's just 1. And I have 1,737 fixtures, because in the PsycFX you have your main base as 1 fixture, and then you have 8 pixels. So 1 PsycFX counts as 9 fixtures. So yeah. Can you show it from the beginning on? The whole time for sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, everything's off. And maybe also start music.
It was you and me. What do I know? Where is our happy ending? What did it all mean? 'Cause now you're riding into the sunset. Must have checked 3-4 times. You didn't even look back. You said she's the reason you lived in your head. This is why you're leaving and treating me so bad. Planning for a future, but you're still in the past. I gave you so much time I can't get back. You gave up so easily. Promise you can't replay.
I'm probably gonna put a little bit of fade time so it doesn't snap to the position of the effect.
Under pressure, I guess you're too blind to see. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Yeah, That's it. Looks pretty dope so far. I mean, we only did one part of the drop, but yeah, I'll try to do another stream tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe so you can see my if I create a new stream schedule. And let's put something on. And yeah, maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow somewhere around noon or 2 afternoon. And I have to bring back the console, unfortunately. But there are 2 links in the description where you can donate money. There is one where you can directly donate it to me or put it in a money pool. In the money pool, it's always shown who donated how much, and if you want to see more streams like that, you can donate some money. Maybe I can increase the quality of the streams. I mean, I've already bought a lot of devices. A new microphone, a video capture device, a GoPro, and yeah, maybe at some point I have enough money to rent the console for a few days, or I can borrow it again, and then I can do more streams like that, and hopefully I can do the whole Timecode show on stream. That would be nice. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe. You can leave a comment if you want to see more stuff of that, if you liked it. Also, make sure to like the video. And that's it. Maybe see you tomorrow. We'll see, hopefully. Bye bye. Have a nice day or night.